Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel. HappyCattyCrypto here, and we're just literally diving straight into this video. I think this is something for us to take notice of. I think this is for something. There's a lot more to what has just happened with what Binance has proceeded to do with this automatic settlement of just simply delisting LUNC futures. We need to take a far deeper look into this. We need to understand why he decided to make this decision and what the possible reasons for doing that could be and what those outcomes could mean for us later on down the road. So I've spoken previously here about Binance doing a monthly burn. That burn is on a date every month without fail. People anticipate that, traders anticipate that. It's a simple way and means of building up a very small amount of FOMO and then simply creating a short across board throughout these smaller groups, and they do exist. This has been happening for some time. Binance is so heavily invested in LUNC, I believe, that it's in their best interest to ensure that we have the smoothest process that we possibly can. We don't have all of these different battles going on elsewhere, and if they can ease our stress, I believe that they would simply do this. They're not burning billions of coins over at SHIB. They're not burning billions of coins over at ETH or Doge or, all of these other coins. They're simply just not doing it. But, for whatever reason, we have, we're like the favored child in crypto. And I can imagine this annoys quite a lot of other coins, protocols, and people in that sector. It must be irritating for them to see the favoritism we get simply as a blockchain. They burn for us. Okay, that liquidity, they could just keep it. It's mind-boggling stuff, and it makes me look deeper into this. No one over at Binance can now create a short position or a long position. There are no futures. This is really good for us. A lot of people are going to disagree and say we need that kind of volume, we need that kind of trading. But honestly, we're in a position right now where we've been teetering on the edge of what could have been a death spiral. We're pulling out of that now. We are making a U-turn. I've spoken about this a lot previously on the channel, but what I see here with CZ deciding to go through this, and I can guarantee this was a high decision made from the top, from him himself, saying we just need to get rid of it. Whatever reasons they're saying, and I know there's a lot of news going around and circulating about the SEC now targeting all of these different people, but if you simply look into it, they're allegations. These allegations were brought forward around a month ago, 2 months before that, and 3 months before that. It's one of those ones. The SEC will go after anybody they can. Gary Gensler is literally a bull in a china shop, and he does not care what damage he causes or creates. Throughout the processes that he follows, he's done more damage to XRP than XRP's done to anybody or anything. He's the one who damaged holders. He's the one who messed things up for a lot of people. So you can begin to grasp that FTX got such a light smack on the hand compared to what XRP's going through and these attacks going on everywhere else. But ultimately, I think this is something that is going to benefit us a lot in the future. We're not going to be able to have, at least over at Binance, these anticipation attacks of where there is a monthly burn and people can use that and weaponize it to do stuff because it is monthly. I've always wanted them to just do it randomly. Choose a date once a month from, I don't know, a random dice roll program. Choose that date and that be the date for that month and so on and so forth and kind of get themselves a month ahead so they're always a month ahead in burns and things can't be anticipated as heavily because insider trading's a real thing that could be happening left, right, and center. CZ doing this, I see this as huge because of everything I've just spoken about. There's so much less volatility. We've got the opportunity to garner support. There's not going to be these crazy price swings from one of the biggest exchanges in our sector. If you go and look at how many coins are over on Binance, it's a considerable amount. It's over 4 trillion coins. The last time I did a check, I weighed things in and took a deep dive. A lot of people are going to sit there and say, well, they are customers coins. Yes, they are customers coins. If they're in a self-custody wallet, they belong to you. But the majority of them, they're not. They're just sat in the Binance hot wallet. They've moved those coins on 4 separate occasions. They did it twice when they created the whitelisting for the burning over here at LUNC. They own those coins, right? If you look at different CEXs that have collapsed, what happens to your coins when a CEX collapses? Oh, that's right, you don't get them back, do you? Right, so now we're starting to gauge what Binance actually ultimately has to lose. They've already lost so much in LUNC, and I'll always stick by my guns with this, like I have from the very first video that I ever did when I didn't even speak and I was just clicking on screen. There's something there with Binance. He's making changes because he does want to see us prosper. He does want to see us move up and move forward. It's in his best interest. I think he's noticing that we're getting more aligned with our goals. We've got these different things going on. We've got the USTC test environment going on. We should be harnessing CZ as much as we can. And I think them as an exchange should be the first ones to be offered the USTC system 100% in operation, working for them first. And because you get Binance to do something, what happens? All of the other CEXs normally follow suit. It's a lot different from when we've walked this path before with burning, because we're simply just asking them to burn liquidity, and Binance does that. Other exchanges are not going to do that. The USTC incremental repeg brings liquidity for both exchange and for our operating theatre, so to speak. So we're not asking them to lose out, we're actually asking them to gain. There is a blacklisting system, and you will see CXs blacklisted if they don't onboard with the USTC repeg, meaning that they just simply won't be able to deal with USTC at any point in the future until they got on board with that module. Very important, lots of things going on, and Binance enhancing risk management measurements for this whole volatility situation. I think they're making moves to specifically help us to ensure that we are going to better prosper in the future. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. I know there's going to be a lot of talk. People, caps locks on, you're ready to get your fire back in. But, we've all got our own opinions on this stuff. And I've followed CZ very heavily from the beginning. He's a bit of a white horse to me, but he sends so many secret signals quite a lot of the time, to the LUNC community. And then ultimately, he's the only CEX burning. If you think there's nothing there, I think you're the insane one at this point. Folks, like I was saying, let me know what you think. Stay safe, stay humble, stay aware. None of this is financial advice. It's all for educational purposes. And just beware of scammers, beware of doppelgangers, beware of anybody pretending to be me. And we'll catch you in the next one.